Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Now, just one moment. Ah, there we go. I finally connected my ring light yesterday for the Butter Bunch. That's because I was doing a thing in the dark, essentially, with a ring light on me, and then I realized, oh yeah, I just have this, I just have this plugged in. Didn't actually bother me that much during the actual stream. So here we are now, and yes, this is indeed still being reviewed. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely hasn't been on a weekly schedule, but that's mostly because of me, because I was away, and then that's when the whole Curse Gacha review thing actually happened in the first place, and then etc. etc. But we are back today, and today actually, might be the most fitting day to come back to this series because it's been exactly 1 year since the side story that I almost forgot existed, which is Tiffy and Jessy's journey. Yeah, the 80 subscriber special from Alpha Sisters was exactly 1 year ago today. At least if YouTube it is to be trusted as far as time zones go, but I'm fairly certain that's accurate. So yeah, I think it makes perfect sense, and yeah, just happily scrolling through by order of by like oldest, and just in case I missed anything, rather than going through Bunny Wunny Tale specifically. But it does seem like all of this was collected, towards the beginning, and everything else was either music videos or other parodies of different natures. So yeah, there you go. Exactly, one video today, and and turns out that Jess had to go. Well, never mind. The rest of us are still here. I'm sure that she'll catch the VOD later. So I guess for now, let's go ahead and proceed with this and see what was cooking on the channel exactly a year ago. So here we go. Without further ado, on with the review. Last time on the Mutant Guy. I mean, previously on Bunny Wunny Tales.
Please!
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I need to turn down the volume. Jeez. Yeah. The moment of silence caught me off guard. Okay, here we go.
Is there anything you can do? I don't want to leave you and the others! That's
Okay, so I remember that Jack's, like, his particular voice is, it's basically like this to sound much deeper than where this person would be. But yeah, the problem is when you combine that with his, when you combine that with, like, him crying, it's very hard to hear what he says. If anyone watched this, if had this window open and just happened to be doing something else, they would not get what's going on. So fortunately enough, there are captions here, not words to live by for sure. If you can read them, that is. But yeah, I guess it's this directly following up the events of episode 4 when Tiffy and Jess were collectively kicked out of the pack before they ended up where they did later. Which is interesting. That's part of a side story rather than since it was built up in the main plot. But anyway, oh well. One time I can't stick around and choose one of my vocal stims. I mean, it's even a non-vocal stim if you count this. But yeah.
Tiffy, you ready?
Yeah, I am. Let's go, I guess.
Yes, and once again, we still have this exact same world map, which has remained on the channel to this day. And I still have so many questions about, the different lands in question. But I guess, oh wait, never mind. I guess we're not going to see much of it unless because I would say, hey, it's a good time to have like a quest going through all these different areas. Problem is, this video is a minute long, so I don't think that's a possibility. What is a possibility is Vin being a guest, so I'm going to sort that out in a second. Let's see. Why is it not working? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Vin, you are now a guest.
Okay, bro, let's do this!
All right. Oh, I should probably mute this considering that like I thought there could be like dialogue over this, but anyway, never mind. Okay. Oh, but at least we have like the transitions from the actual musical stings. It's again, it's probably hard to tell without the music there, but basically that would have been timed with the music. I'm gonna do it once more with no audio, and then we're gonna let Vin in. You see what I mean, right? Okay, so we are getting a little bit from each of the worlds. Okay, fair enough. Well, not each of the worlds, each of the regions. I keep saying worlds for some reason today. Anyway, yes, I know this is all copyrighted. Believe it or not, I have in fact seen Pirates of the Caribbean. I know where this music is from. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, hello, Vin.
I will say I have not seen Pirates of the Caribbean purely out of I just haven't had the time.
But do you recognize the music?
Oh no, I do recognize the music. Of course I do.
There we go. Yeah. Also, straight fairy. Well, I mean, well, yeah, I guess compared to all of the others, yeah, if we're going by the logic of everyone's colors match their sexuality, which has not been established yet in this universe, so I wonder when that's going to actually happen.
What's the...
All right.
Og.
Yeah, I don't have to, I guess, to dissect like every single part and see which one
Is
is
this just
associated.
My
I guess
Little
if you, well, I mean, yes, that background must be from My Little Pony because considering the design of the pony, pretty iconic, design wise.
Guys, we got
But
My
yeah,
Little
couldn't tell you where this was from because again, I haven't seen past Gen 1 yet, so we'll see.
I've seen even less than you have, so I believe you know more than
All right. Okay. And of course, the classic fall into the dark side moment there.
Ah.
I guess they walked across the sky. Okay. Okay, apparently it's Ponyville. I should have guessed it would be something generic.
Guys, we went all the way from angels to the secret life of pets.
Well, I mean, that is something.
I don't know.
There's a jump. Like... Their destination is literally named Zootopia. So, I mean,
okay,
it does kind of match. Yeah, you didn't see the map earlier, but that's the region they're going to.
What?
Anyways, oh, okay. There's lines. There's lines now. All right.
I'll miss the others and our old home.
Don't worry,
I'll miss the others
because this is our new home and we still have each other.
Each other's not one word, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. So that's it. I mean, okay. So I'll say this. You know, it's nice to see like a little bit from like each of the different worlds because we don't get regions. Why I keep saying worlds? Because they all look so different. That's probably why I'm thinking like separate dimensions, but they're not. Yeah. So it's nice to see the different regions, at least for a little bit, because most of the Alpha Sisters content I've seen so far takes place in Zootopia, so we don't really see, you know, anywhere else, quite frankly. And you know, that map is, you know, such an item of curiosity for me specifically that I kind of want to see more of like what else, you know, it has to offer. It's kind of like the case of, you know, you build up a world, you want to see the rest of the world. It's kind of like having a Middle Earth and staying in the Shire, you know, just you don't do that basically, usually. So yeah, it was a nice little detour, I suppose. And maybe it makes sense why that was a side story rather than, you know, a main episode.
Yeah. Also, that whole compilation showed us that there is literal hell on Earth.
Oh no, yeah, that was actually one of the regions. You know what? I'm going to show you the map again, just so you can see. Yeah, just so you can see which of the what the regions are called. No, not that. Here we go. All right.
Earth. Petrop. No, it is just straight up Ponyville.
Yeah, Ponyville's an entire region, I guess. So maybe the city covers a massive expanse of the globe. I don't know.
The region of Area 51.
Well, I mean, I guess it would have its own area. Probably not that big, but you know.
We got
Ice Age. Ice Age is one that, you know, that catches my eye because that's a moment in time.
Nah, you think that's rad? You are not ready for Jurassic Park, the movie.
I mean, I see. I've seen Jurassic Park, the movie. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but you can't turn one location into a whole portion of a country.
The next video will be an interactable, which takes place elsewhere. Some other thing Jessy's making. Oh, okay. So you mean So you mean in terms of the next video that will be uploaded, like, you know, like as in like in real time, rather than like next video, you know, in the order of uploads. Because the next video in the order of uploads will be episode 5 for us. Speaking of which,
segue.
Wunny tails.
Buff Rat's Death. Already interested in the name, but yeah. All right. Insatiable. Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say like interactable instead of intractable, but yeah, insatiable. I have seen. I think I skipped that one because it was I think it was a music video. Oh wait, no, it was because I was being advertised. That's what it was. It was being advertised before I switched, like, you know, search by oldest. So that's why. Okay, fair enough then. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll skip the order and come back and and go to Insatiable, considering that I did watch the gay stuff that was the most recent at the time. So yeah, fair enough. All right then. So it's interactive. Good grief. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah. So by the way, yeah, in case I forgot, episode 4, Ari just had a nightmare through the best use of GCSE drama soundscape, and like blurted out that she was the killer. So now her roommates know. Although then again, Tiffy seemed to know already, because I guess all killers can see each other's ghosts that are the ghosts of their victims. So that's how she found out. But yeah, whatever. But now that I think about that, like Tiffy erupted into an explosion. I wonder how many victims she has following her at all times.
That's a good question.
Yeah, and Ari would have seen those as well, So she's been withholding a lot more than just her own murder plots. Then again, I guess she couldn't say that out loud, because the only way that she would know is if she'd also killed someone. So she wouldn't want to confirm that until later. Okay, all right then.
How many of them knew the fact that killers can see others killed?
Well, I mean, the only person who talked about that was Jeff. Jeff the killer. So I guess so it's something that you find out after you commit your first murder, I suppose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And is otherwise not really discussed. All right then. Also, apparently people are talking about about the plot being very interesting for Insatiable. So okay, all right then. I'm intrigued. I mean, to be honest, this has recovered so much of like the chaos that came from it before. Because seeing like what happened with Tiffy and Jessy, and side story aside, we're actually getting details that we kind of needed towards the beginning. So, I mean, it definitely can be possible. Much like how Straight Orphanage recovered a lot of the ill will generated from Straight and All Gay School. So like a lot of this stuff can be fixed, but it's good to see that potentially the plot is good right from the get-go this time in terms of Insatiable. But we shall see. Once that comes out, we'll definitely be there. Someone let me know, and I'll definitely review it.
If we're all being
After
honest,
explaining everything.
I also killed before. Me neither, but we're all best friends.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Did Sarah just not have a line there? Someone missed out on a recording part. I was expecting to be like, to comment on the line itself. You'll have been like, I haven't killed. It's like, yeah, thanks, very helpful. Okay, all right then.
Hey,
I'll
less liability.
Well, yeah, but much like Sarah skipped her line, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, listen,
Oh,
one
my
less
goodness.
person who killed, one less liability. Court trial is now a little bit safer.
She didn't say anything. We didn't see it before. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean she did? Like, first of all, that was part of the problem that she said that she didn't say anything. Like, listen to this. Yeah, that was the problem, that she didn't say anything. I don't know what you're trying to establish there.
Yeah, but we're all best friends, so we'll keep this between each other.
That's very casual. Oh yes, well, okay,
we
2 of
call
you have
these
killed, but we are all best friends, so we will keep it within each other. Okay then.
Guys, we call these accomplices. Welcome. Man, now all of them.
I mean, to be honest, if she forgot that line, I probably would just like cut it out of the video, because honestly, it doesn't add anything. Just being like, I haven't killed. If it kind of makes the situation about Sarah when it's not supposed to be, when 2 people have just confessed to something very serious. So if you don't have the line attached to it, you might as well get rid of it anyway. I probably would not have had it in the video to begin with. To be honest, it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't, like I said before, it adds nothing. Anyways, the next day.
Hey, Sarah.
They're all talking at once. And Jeff was like,
Man, where my Animal Crossing noise at? This is what we need. We need Animal Crossing noises. Newly.
I'm sure that they've done that at some point. Anyways.
Confirm it. You're gonna want to see this.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this because I'm pretty sure this is also copyrighted in some way.
Guys, it's an edit.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Okay, there was only one, only
Okay.
one moment there. Okay,
Okay.
see, this is something I've talked about before. I never understood why those edits had to go by so quickly. Because if the whole idea is mostly to compile multiple images together, well, I mean, in this case it was one image, but normally it's to compile multiple. Why would you want them to go by so quickly that you can't properly see them? That's what I always wondered. But anyway. Oh, someone's making Animal Crossing noises for you in the chat. There you go. Solidarity.
Guys, who the fuck was that guy?
One of Sarah's friends. Why?
No, I mean name. I feel like I've seen him before.
Let's look at.
I mean, it's a big school. There's a good chance you've run into him previously, but yeah, you
Quickest
mean in terms
look
of
up
him.
possible. Just no phone. Just I looked up in my mind, guys. It was in my head.
It was in my mind the whole time. I knew he was familiar.
My mind is a computer. Nobody can understand it.
I was going with Morning Frost, but yes, okay. That also
Oh,
I
no,
don't
I
know
was
what
thinking a
character you're
completely
doing.
different reference. No, I understand what you were doing, but I was thinking a completely different reference.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of that, if everyone hadn't heard, Once Upon a Witch came back 2 days ago. I'm still in episode 47, so I can't watch episode 57 yet, unfortunately. But yeah, just in case anyone was waiting for that, like I was, I've converted several people probably watching this VOD later. So just to let them know. Anyway.
Up, you Adam Cat.
Man.
I was about to say he has a Wikipedia page, but yeah, he actually has a web page. Fair enough. It's Claire Cat and Daniel Cat. Nice. Yep. Adam Cat's been acting since the age of 3 and has continued on this path up until now. He can be found in a bunch of shows and movies. As an extra, he does okay, well, first of all, an extra implies that he is an extra in the movies themselves. But anyway, as another job, he does modeling. He's also known for having 50 million followers on Instagram. You think they would mention that first, usually, when it comes to these pages.
Well, no, not really. This is actually very similar to a Google immediate lookup. This is very good UI wise. This is nicely designed when it comes to similarities to Google.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying that normally the 50 million followers would be the thing you mentioned first.
Yeah.
Because normally you want to go with what people have been most recognized for. I imagine the 50 million followers will be more recognizable. I mean, unless the shows and movies, being all insane blockbusters or something, maybe that's the case.
Yeah. The only one thing is it's sort of confusing unless it's brought up relatively quickly why the parent section is this high up on a Google search. Usually give you age, sometimes date of birth, usually occupation. Okay, occupation is in the right spot. I didn't see that. Oh, this is America. Okay.
You know something. Actually, the one thing that's missing from this really is examples, because normally it would be oh yes, there'll be in shows and movies such as something and something. They normally
that's
give
one of those. No. You have to scroll down a bit to get there. That's usually after the description.
I know there's a more detailed filmography afterwards, but
yeah, after the description is when you get the examples. I said, the only weird thing is the parent section. That's about it.
Also, Rex Therian might be a new person on the review on the channel. I was a Gacha kid. Well, fair enough. Welcome back to the community, I suppose.
Good for you. I wasn't. I'm just chilling.
You say we were just making me realize all the mistakes I made on that. Well, I mean, we did just talk about that, and potentially.
Short videos. I don't remember when they had short videos and videos in the top UI, but.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, normally we would say shorts as well rather than. But yeah, okay.
I'm gonna just very quickly.
I've definitely also never seen that before, but yeah.
Let's see. Let's look up a person. We'll just do Adam Sobel.
And of course, the other thing about this is that this looks like it's been like reskinned from YouTube rather than from Google itself. Because I mean, the Discover, Search, and Saved looks like YouTube's UI rather than Google's one. So it looks like it's been replaced and recolored. That's probably why you get short videos versus Although shopping news, books, and finance and stuff, that's not on YouTube. So that was also
Jacob. There is a short video section.
Okay then.
Just looked it up right now on computer, which is over here now, so it makes this easier. There is now. It's not next to videos, which is weird, but like there is a short video section.
Well, there you go. This video is exactly. This video. Oh wait, no, this is not the one that's exactly 1 year old. It was the other one. This video is almost a year old, so I guess.
Compiles, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, it just crashed. TikToks. Anything else in here?
Yeah, I get the idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's surprising.
Jessica, make sure everyone knows that message wasn't me. Yeah, who is me in this instance? That doesn't really help. But anyway.
Yeah. Me is me. You is me. Me is you.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever I reply to a lot of comments on the Butter Bunch, I actually specify. I go like, I, Jacob, I think this and blah 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 blah. That's usually what I do.
Jacob Butter.
No, it's like I in brackets Jacob usually. Anyway, okay, Tiffy is the one typing. There we go. Oh, hey, speaking. Me is Tiffany. Jessica is Jessica. I is the BFG. Anyway.
Satire was a love interest in the hated child in that one movie.
What is a celeb like him doing?
Oh, okay. You know what? That's okay. I like that. The idea that in a gacha world, it's the gacha videos that would be like the major blockbusters and such. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
And it's dumb.
It's reminds me of that. That there's the series of Hannah Montana episodes with that one like celebrity actor kid like came back to school. And that was like a 4-episode deal.
Maybe she got away from the paparazzi.
He's probably wearing that hoodie to keep hidden as well.
But he uses his regular name. He's using his regular name. How is he being kept hidden exactly?
Yeah, how? And also, didn't he have the hoodie on in the image used in the Google search? The hoodie ain't gonna tell.
Yeah, Jeff recognized him instantly, but by the face, not even by the name.
No, that's just because Jeff's just good at picking up the vibe, you know.
Well, I mean, okay.
Jeff, master of Oh. What?
At final last, we've all reunited.
At final last. Speaking of grammar.
So poetic. At final last.
At final last, we meet again after all this time, finally.
Has it, but glad we're all back together.
Last time we saw each other, show us. Intense.
Flashback.
What was that? Okay, the delivery there did not match the visuals. The visuals was way too static for that, because I mean, clearly there was going to be some. Is this like? I guess this is the dopey character in between them, but I don't know.
Oh.
Move, emo nerd freak.
Dang. Oh.
I like how there's 3 characters wearing black in the corner, and yet she was the emo nerd.
I forgot black wearing emo nerd.
They weren't wearing.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Reverse of what I said earlier, because that delivery really does match the visuals, because we have the chewing gum accuracy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in the script or not, actually.
Where did the character disappear to? Did they get kicked and sent to the aether?
Yes, that also happened. Yeah, I was going one thing at a time, but yes, the character did also disappear. I am wondering though, what was the chewing the gum in the script? Tiffy, I guess, if you're the one here.
Literally.
Oh. Cab, email looked out.
What you said just then was a real move.
Your point.
Surely, what you would have to do something to be classified as a move rather than saying something. But anyway.
Stop being assholes to people who are black.
But she wasn't wearing black. That was like She was wearing
Can we
green
just
and like dark
confirm-
red or something.
Can we just confirm color blindness levels? I mean, with the outfits, they're probably colorblind if they all going with that palette. But
I mean, that was solve, you know, a major issue when it comes to when everyone's sexualities became their color schemes,
They
and vice
call me
versa.
an emo.
That's right, coming from the most emo person at school.
I feel like the most emo person at the school would be the most knowledgeable about who is and isn't emo.
Or the most gatekeepy, one or the other.
Only one you wants to stop.
You'll regret speaking like that past soon.
Oh, they
okay, and they disappear as
teleported!
well. Yep.
Oh god.
Okay. After the event, all the school brats ganged up against them.
This feels illegal.
Just then, things got worse. What this feels like is an incoming seizure, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Okay, that was terrifying. Just the way they were, they're
Yeah,
completely fine.
They're
and
not
then
even
as soon as they
looking. They
appear-
just. No look, just okay. So I know, like, base level bullying is legal, but like when it becomes progressive to the point at which you could actively see scarring growing, then you can start classifying as a physical abuse, actual illegal stuff. And congrats, this guy's a celebrity. This whole school is getting shut down, or half of it's going to juvie.
I imagine you would have to file charges in order for that to be like, you know, exposed and dealt with.
Oh yeah, but this guy's a celebrity. Celebrities filing charges is really easy if you haven't realized that by now, Jacob.
Oh no, I've realized that by now, but I'm just but yeah, depending on like if it was him filing them or if it was the other people. Because remember, he's not the only person there in that situation. But yeah, by the way, speaking of colors again, is that the same character who was the one who was bullied for being emo in the background? Now she just changed her look entirely. Feels very familiar.
Oh my god. I didn't know you were the Adam Cat. Sorry.
The
The
Adam
Adam
Cat,
Cat,
rather than the Adam Cat. That's why having the last name be your species can backfire sometimes.
What do you want?
Let's strike a deal. Date me, and I'll stop bullying you and your loser friends.
Ah,
And I'll
Hannah.
tell everyone
Again, if he's not going to file charges, this would be the alternative that would happen.
who you really are. But
Oh,
your heels
Hannah,
will make
super-
your worth even worse.
Wait. If he's trying to remain in disguise, then then first of all, he's still called himself Adam Cat. Very terrible disguise. You know, so there's literally a joke in Wayward Guide for the Untrained Eye where there's one character whose name is Ryan Reynolds, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. Like, it's not like it is a coincidence in canon, but
So
but like they play on that for a bit. You know, being like, you know, apparently I share my name with some famous actor or something.
are you ready to name one of the characters? Are you ready to name one of the characters in our new series? Like, what's it? I can't wait to play Jack Black.
Yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing, because we're dealing with fantasy names, that'd be a very difficult thing to pull off.
Nah. Listen. We can probably get away with, like, spelling.
If anything, they'd been isekai'd, he'd be Steve.
Well, I mean, that's not what I am, but that's what he is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you played him, then you would be. Yeah.
I don't think I want to be Steve. I'm more of a see, like I'm more of a John guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like
fair
I ain't no Steve. I ain't saying chicken Jackie. I ain't gonna be sitting on someone's shoulders chucking popcorn like that, you know.
I mean, that was more like the moviegoers rather than him specifically, but yeah. Anyways, so if he's trying to remain disguised, I guess that's why he didn't file charges or anything.
Yeah.
I imagine that he probably has. I mean, at least his
Easily
parents would have assigned
filed.
like a legal team behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about you. Choose wisely.
You have chosen wisely.
made their lives a living
Yeah.
hell.
They eventually had enough.
I don't know.
So I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't accept the deal. Then, all right.
Oh, just sue file charges at this point. Get a restraining order or something. Like God.
Hmm.
This seems like at least 5 to 6 months to probably a year or two. File charges.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
What are you on about?
You know exactly what I mean. Stop bullying us for no reason.
You know exactly what we mean. I know that my character is shouting, but I sound like this for some reason.
Yo,
How scary.
I thought she's not a killer. Oh, she's not a killer.
I paused at the wrong moment.
Hey,
Okay, I'm guessing this
She
is.
didn't do it.
I'm guessing this is a Regina George reference, even though the character looks more like Regina George is actually this one.
Yeah.
But you know, aside from
they're
that,
gonna die.
yeah.
They're gonna get bust. Yo, watch another bus coming from the right, so from the left side. Like, watch the other one get hit by a bus from the other direction.
Yeah, you know how much commitment this actually had. The school bus is very clearly inverted, just so we're coming from the same side that the school bus that hit Regina did.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a reference. Yeah, I thought so. A reference.
Oh.
A reference. Yeah. Anyway, after that, everyone accused the three of them of pushing the brat in front of the bus, leading her to die. The three of them ended up transferring to Ari's school. Oh, so all of them all of them transferred to the exact same school. Okay, I see.
But then
I see.
still, why haven't they talked for that long? Then I think we're about to find out.
Mhm. I did pause it, so just leaving in the
Guys,
video,
I'll be right-
leaving a moment so that they could be read. Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
Alright.
God, I forgot my lunch money.
Dang, with the lunch.
Yeah, me too.
Dang.
Yeah.
Let's go for
Dang.
Yeah, I guess everyone teleports. All
lunch
right.
home. Wait for the others there.
You two go ahead. I need to pee.
I can't believe she did that. That's a reference to episode 4, by the way.
Guys, no way. I need to pee.
How could you? No, that's a reference to episode 4, because in episode 4, Ari starts off by needing to go to pee, and then someone says, I can't believe she did that. As if it's like the worst thing in the world to do.
Isn't her excuse always, guys, I need to pee, and then she just leaves?
I mean, yeah, like I don't get why it's an issue that the characters have with her, but you know.
Hey, listen, it's been happening so much that at this point they're worried for her bladder, like. Dang, the spying is crazy.
Wait, hold on. Was that? Wait a second. Was that always look on the bright side of life in the background?
Wait.
Like I swear I just heard always look on the bright side of life. Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
What's this?
Meet me behind the school. It's important.
Maybe
Always meet at the back side of the school.
Tiffy. What the fuck is happening to me? I
Oh, just the locker door open. Which, by the way, nice edits as far as opening up the door.
What's in
I
the
can't-
door?
I can't make out what the posters are of. I mean, everything else is, essentially, clothes and books, what you would
I
otherwise
don't-
expect.
I can't tell either. Like, I can zoom in, I just don't, I don't know these things.
Jeff's a little gay,
What's in
maybe?
the-
I mean, not according to his color scheme, he's not, but,
Yeah.
that's not a thing yet, so who knows?
got inside of Jessy.
Oh, it's the toilet.
Yeah, normally you don't see that.
Superman.
A serial killer can't be gay. I guess you never heard of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, I have. What the hell? That sounds like Emily. Who is she talking to?
Bro,
No
why
one
does he
follows
have
me
the
in.
ball visor?
I completely forgot that akumatization was canon.
What?
I completely forgot about that.
What? I fixed distance, I need to make some distance. I will be back here. I have a
Hey
blanket.
Finn, look at this profile picture. Look familiar?
I haven't seen the show.
Oh, okay, fine. This is a character from the show.
I've told
right.
you. I told you I haven't seen the show. I thought it was one of those things that you were gonna make me watch it on Twitch, like.
I mean, we can certainly add it. Okay, why do you have the original audio and also someone speaking over the audio at the same time?
What is this?
what the hell is happening?
That's not a thing from the show. That's not a thing from Miraculous. They never do that. Yeah. Also, that's not actually a Kumatai. That's Mayura's Amok taking over. So actually, what we should see is a new creature emerging next to her at her command. If we're going by the show logic.
I'm a killer. I can't be acting like this. I guess I might have to go see someone about this soon.
Bro, killers.
Yes, I'm a killer. I can't be seen sneaking around and stalking people. Killers never do that.
No, it's killers falling in love. That's the issue. You can't be murderous and lovey.
Again, never heard of Jeffrey Dahmer.
This is all getting me distracted from keeping an eye on
You think Jeffrey
Jessy.
Dahmer exists in this universe? Nah. We have John.
Well,
Doe.
I mean, well, I don't know. Depends. I mean, Jeff the killer's here. I mean, I'm sure like they could technically coexist.
Yeah, can we get confirmation in chat if Jeffrey Dahmer exists in this universe? Can we get some confirmation?
Mm-hmm. Oh no! It looks like Tiffy has to sleep now. Well, I guess we won't hear the answer. Oh no! Well, good night then. We'll never know.
Night.
Now.
Hey, it was a good question, I swear.
Just in case, I'll send Tiffy a photo.
Oh.
Okay. Decent edits, but I mean, also, what the heck? Oh, yeah, there we go. I think there's a pretty great place. All right. Okay.
Man, I can't wait for John Wayne Gacy.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, as far as this video goes, I mean, honestly, it felt like a bit like a side story itself. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, especially considering that the side story we watched before this was about the main characters. And this one was more to do with like the backstory of Adam Cat himself, which is all for us, the audience. The main characters don't know about that, and they can't act upon that at this stage.
And we got some good Sarah backstory.
Yeah. Oh, apparently he doesn't exist in this universe. Why would he exist anyway? Well, I mean, it depends. It depends because I mean, it depends because in some realities you have like real life celebrities that is all famous figures that exist. Other ones you don't. So I don't know. Depends. But I mean, the idea that a killer can't be gay in general or present themselves as romantic, that was a real world example. But in this world, they could also do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mostly asked the question as a joke because we kept referencing Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, that's fair. It's all jokes. It's all satire, of course.
Yeah, that's just me, Jacob. That's literally just me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, so. Yeah. I guess that was all. I mean, you could have said the Adam Cat stuff could have been. It was a side. There could have been a separate video rather than the Tiffy and Jessy one. But again, Tiffy and Jessy didn't have much to it aside from they journeyed. So maybe not. If anything, Tiffy and Jessy could have actually gone, deeper into a side story and actually had like a couple of detours potentially. But yeah, I mean, if actually, it could have even been its own side series. Now that I think about it, it still could be. It still could be. You could actually go back to this point in the timeline and see what kind of adventures they might get into in these particular realms that they've crossed, and that might be a good way to actually explore them. So whichever Alpha Sister watches the VOD to this stage, if Tiffy comes back or if Jessy does, or whoever, for your consideration. After insatiable, of course.
Congrats, everyone. You're being sent to hell again.
I mean, yeah, that was one of the stops. So yeah, that pretty much. I'm also the climate must be a nightmare. Imagine doing the weather report on
So we had Ice Age and Hell and a swamp and a desert, which was next to the Ice Age. The desert was also next to Hell, and then there was a jungle all the way on the top left. And then there's Atlantis where Florida is, so they're just drowning.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
This ain't the US of A. This is how do I say this? No, I don't know how to say it.
Okay. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, so yeah, fair enough. Let's get on with episode 6 and see how this all comes together.
Yeah.
Wunny Tails.
Hey, alliteration.
Bear boy battle. Yeah, I mean we had bus rap before as well, so yeah.
Did he
okay.
just bend the head back to point the gun at the neck? No. You don't need to make. You don't.
I missed the gun because I was looking at the text. I thought he just like pulled a hair back, but no. Okay, yeah. Let me just let's rewind again.
The gun is still in the same hand, which looks like. See, it looks like he's pulling back the person's head while holding the gun, which logically wouldn't really make sense. Yeah, no, that's not. Nah. Besides,
no, I mean, if anything, this means that Jessy leant back of her own volition. That the second that she felt cold metal against her, which is a very interesting instinct to have.
You need at least one finger around the trigger, preferably your pointer, so you actually get enough pressure to go ahead and fire. And then you need at least 2 for brace, and then the pinky's usually there. That usually leaves you your thumb. That's not going to be enough to pull the head down. I love
this is fantastic. Yeah, great. American gives gun technique advice. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a Nerf gun. Right. YouTube. This is a Nerf gun.
Yeah, which reminds me, I should turn on monetization now, so I don't have to list that later.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do that quickly.
This is a Nerf gun. YouTube, don't worry. It even looks like one. This way, Nerf gun.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely didn't need that particular breakdown because I mean it seems more likely that Jessy just leant back for some reason and thought, oh, this will be a better way to address the situation.
All right.
Well, let's see.
Hey man, I have no idea who you are, so please put the gun down.
Still pretending you don't.
Or put down the gun. Again, the captions seem to not match.
Put the gun down.
Also, this is actually also a good point. So yeah, turning it on now, so I don't have to mention details later.
Already seen Jeff, so you obviously gave back your memories. Say bye.
I'm sorry. Is that what happens? Is Jeff's presence just triggering?
I don't think that's how this works.
No, I don't think this is how that works either. To my knowledge, that's not a thing.
Bear Boy breaking down the psychological neural activity of animal creatures via the power of Jeff the Killer.
Yeah. Now
I should be saying.
Yeah. Now I know that my most popular video of all time, on this channel at least, is one where I actually where I say that the person's memory is gradually returning because of their proximity to people out in their life because they were affected by a memory spell before that. Yeah, in this particular case, that's like saying one person specifically triggers the memory recovery, and that hasn't been established yet. It's a very different scenario. Just in case someone's like, "Hey, isn't this how you first got a sizable audience?" It's like, yeah, but it's different, okay?
Bear Boy, as a man of science, you're just wrong.
Ah, there we go. See, she leant forward after that to dodge when she knew he was going to fire.
Dang, listen, I thought I was watching Wunny Tails. I can't say The Matrix because it's not a good enough dodge. So congrats.
This meant to be Bunny Wunny Tails, not Gunny Funny Tails.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You nearly killed me.
That's the point.
That's what pointing a gun at somebody does. But what are you even saying at this point?
What the fuck? The gunshot. We meet again, bear boy.
Looks like I'll be able to kill both of you.
Shut up, you know damn well that we're not gonna do shit.
That's what.
Why is this uncensored now? The previous video was censored. Why is this one?
Why did the tone go? Ugh.
I don't know. I think it's because they're trying to maintain this voice. It's difficult to emote in this voice. Yeah. Again, CWVA's timeless advice. If you're gonna give a character a voice, make sure you can actually, change the emotion in that voice and you have control over it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, this happens.
The perfect bullet.
You're wrong. I made the perfect bullet that can kill both of you.
It's just a bullet, bruh.
Of course, I just fired the perfect bullet, so I need to go and recover it. So if you could just give me 5 minutes, I can just, run back and retrieve it. Then I'll try again.
This man does not understand how bullets work. This is not a bullet. This is a carrot.
If you've seen Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit, it's the kind of a same.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Oh.
You didn't send that though.
I think Sarah just swallowed her lollipop.
We have to find Jessy right now.
Okay, all right. Okay, nice use of drama by Iron Mouse, but yeah, I'm gonna have to mute this. Okay. Oh, and now, of course, immediately. Now we get the censor again, but the captions are uncensored. What is the logic behind this? Yeah. What abomination was that? Hold on a second. Wait. Why? Why?
Again, I must state proper gun holding etiquette. One finger through the trigger hole so you can fire. Two fingers.
Okay.
This section. 2 fingers.
Watch this. All right then. Bang. Flies off in the opposite direction because it's not being held back.
2 fingers. 2 fingers. Top handle. Pinky beneath 2 fingers. Thumb. Honestly can go anywhere. I put mine on the back. Fire. Not. Guys, I promise you, I know how to shoot gun. I swear. I find this.
We kind of we know you know how to. You just explained it twice. We get it.
I love recoil. This man will die of recoil. He's gonna hit with a...
Yeah, that's a good point. He's holding it up to his face. Also,
it's going to go in his mouth. He's gonna choke on a gun.
Yeah, maybe that's how he got that scar. He actually just just hit his cheek one time, and didn't learn from his mistake. Oh, but hey, you know one thing about the art? I'll say one good thing about the art. It didn't have the extra ears. The extra human ears that the Bear Boy should not have.
Yeah.
What just happened? Bear Boy?
Well,
where'd the gun go?
Splashed.
Boy, that's gang star.
I've lost several fingers, but we're just getting started.
What the?
Okay. You know what? That was the best move I've seen so far.
Oh, it was. But
and a rare example of people actually using like the terrain of Gacha. I'm gonna go back to that for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously the one thing about this is that it's obviously still the same background. Much like Slaughter Apocalypse, it's one of the things that you can't really disguise. But I do love the idea that we actually have like going from like front to back rather than just left and right. Because I mean, it's very difficult to do anything that's not on a 2D plane in Gacha, but it's possible. Just when you're a bit creative about it, like here. Jeff ate the gun, definitely. Yeah, this is the second gun.
Power of recoil just goes. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Down the gullet, boys.
Yeah. What was that aim, Jeff? That was terrible. That was nowhere
near.
The
flashback. Oh
no. Okay, first, by the way, they're sliding around on the ground. It's not. The camera is moving still, but it's not moving to the same degree that they are. They are shuffling at a different rate to the camera, and the ground is still.
You gotta hit the Jamiroquai though. Future.
And much like this, your camera also moved independently from you. Yeah, basically, don't be like Vin's camera if you can avoid it.
Hey, I can't avoid it.
I know. I'm saying if you could avoid it, like in the medium of animation, i.e., Gacha.
Oh no! Oh, shield. Where'd the spider webs go?
What is that?
Fuck. Jessy's eyes are red. No
I mean, yeah, but can you adjust the force field?
idea. He just randomly
I'm
attacked
assuming that's just
Jessy.
Tiffy.
You know exactly what, idiot.
Whoever is outside the bubble sounds muffled.
No, that's just them recording from the other side of the room. Trust me, I
No,
know
yeah,
the difference.
that's from toilet to bathtub recording.
Yeah, like usually the muffled sound you have like an edit will make you sound a little bit like this, but obviously a little bit more specific. Like you can tell if somebody is like way further back and yelling towards a microphone that's not picking them up correctly, they sound like this.
Nah, Jacob, just run really fast by the microphone. We call it the Doppler effect, baby.
I'm not sure if the Doppler effect is that noticeable in such a small confined space.
Okay, no, I got a better idea then. I will buy a high speed. I will Doppler effect my way out of into a stream eventually.
You want to buy a police car or something? You want to buy an ambulance?
No, I'm gonna strap a microphone to a rocket. I'm going to strap a microphone to a sideways firework. I'm going to sit back and just start talking as it goes wee.
Okay. All right. Hopefully the firework itself isn't too loud, but yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I promised myself I would never use those powers again.
Too bad.
I mean, that seems like a different power to that of explosions, but yeah, I guess it is somewhat related.
But I needed to do it for...
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, can we have this moment of self-lamentation after you've made sure that the person actively trying to kill one of your friends is unconscious or, dealt with?
Why are your eyes are Jessy?
Again, can we address
Why,
that
Jessy?
after we've made sure that the guy is, incapacitated?
When you were with me before, they were also
Why are
red.
your eyes are Jessy?
Oh, wait, hold on. That's a good... Yeah.
Can we repeat that?
No, that's fine. No, there it is. Why are your eyes red, Jessy?
No, listen to it. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm...
When
Yeah.
you were with me before.
Oh, wait. Oh, you mean like... Okay, hold on.
Listen to it.
Further back. Okay.
Again. But I needed to do it for... Why are your eyes are Jessy?
Oh, yeah. No, okay. That seems like the line was cut. Like, you can feel... You can tell that was like a splice clip together. And it
Yeah.
wasn't spliced correctly.
Why are your eyes are Jessy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hit them.
When you were with me before, they were also red.
Oh,
We might just be seeing things.
congrats.
I mean, one of them is red constantly, but yeah.
After all that, I'm going to the nurse.
That's a good idea.
I know what I saw earlier. She had red eyes this time, and the first.
I wonder if she's just not being upfront with them, or if she actively does not know that her eyes change color. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll find.
Yeah, me too. I saw it. We have to get to the bottom of this.
So is that guy just not around anymore? I'm hoping not, but I haven't got any confirmation.
Now
yet.
watch him fall off.
Oh, we're back here now?
Why is she doing that? Is she trying to summon a
that
demon
all-
or something? I can't see anything from here.
First step is complete. Chim down.
Yeah, by the way, this is not required to summon a centaur monster in Miraculous, just for the record.
Chimdom
Why is
should
she
be
talking
like a
about-
racial slur.
Chimdam isn't here. Well, I hope
It's
not.
a person? It's a person.
Yeah, I mean,
Girl's bathroom. Isn't that Emily? Why are you watching her? Your business, bitch.
For some reason, she's talking to Chimdam, her ex.
Olivia, shut up.
there we go.
Tell to that, she's acting super weird.
I guess she's acting. Cry, baby.
She definitely is acting different. No one, she
Yeah.
never said Zim Zalabim before.
Different.
Just hasn't moved. She isn't the entire time. Just
Yeah. You know that does make me wonder. We never saw someone like who had been like akumatized or had the powers. Well, actually, we've seen the powers for a long time. We haven't seen someone be akumatized for a long period of time because obviously, based on like how the show works,
episodic.
Well, partially.
Well, storyline.
I'd say formulaic. I wouldn't say episodic.
Okay, formulaic. That probably makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So we never get that. But the most we got was like somebody who was akumatized for like 48 hours. That was it. That was like the record.
Do people ever fight the butterflies?
Yes. In season 5, yes, they do.
Like, can I fist up, square up with some butterflies?
Well, actually, I wouldn't recommend that because if it like touches anything on you, it would like fuse with you, and then you'd be under its control. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest that.
No, I can win this. Irish style boxing encirclement. I can win this. I can win this fight. I swear. I would hit with a.
It would enter one of the boxing gloves, and that would be where the Akuma was stored before you got released from its control.
I feel like you don't get it. Irish boxing, there is no boxing gloves. It's fist only, baby.
Okay, to be fair, like yeah, I mean the thing is that the Akuma is always like hidden on like some object. So actually, yeah, if you just use your fist, you probably assuming it didn't dodge you and then go into like your shirt or something, you'd be fine.
Okay, then so
your glasses.
This is gonna sound very ninja, but I have to ask this now. Somebody who doesn't wear glasses, if they were to fight the Akuma Irish style naked.
In theory, they would be fine. I doubt the show would ever do that, but that would actually be an effective system.
Also, full on Irish style encirclement, full boxing, just straight up naked.
We're going full Greco-Roman here. Oh my goodness.
Hey, listen. If it worked back in the Roman times, it'll work now. I don't care if they have guns. I don't care if they have butterflies. I got my fists and I got no clothes on. Roman style, I can win this.
Okay, well, that's an image. Okay, all right.
Listen.
To the bottom of this.
Listen, whichever one of the Alpha Sisters watches this, and then they just casually hear I'm gonna square up Irish style naked against the Akumas.
Well, okay, that's if they skip ahead and they have no context. Otherwise, they'll watch in order and they'll know what we were talking about.
Yeah, but even with context, it's funny.
Yeah, if I ever do like highlight versions of Gacha review streams, like abridged versions, which I have considered, by the way, for like a separate channel or something, as to make them a bit more digestible and dig down the tangents. Maybe what I should do is just go like on this episode of Gacha review, and then show like a clip from like later on in the video with no context, and then like build up to it.
No, it's just a compilation of all of the stupid stuff we've all said, but it's like sectioned off by each person, and I have like a 5-minute section because all I do here is say stupid stuff.
Yeah, though that's a separate idea of doing like that probably be more like a combination of several episodes spliced together. That might also be fun. But yeah, if I wanted to like abridge a Gacha review series, I'm gonna keep the review parts and have a few tangents that are related to it, and not and not just make it just the stupid stuff, because then you don't get the mileage from it.
Yeah, guys, listen. Tell all of your friends who are Miraculous fans that you can win by squaring up butt naked Irish style.
Most of the time, you don't know when the Akuma is going to show up. But I guess if you have time to remove all of your clothes and accessories, then yes, that would work.
Listen, we call it one layer of quick change.
You think they're wearing one layer? They're not wearing one layer, Vin.
No, it's one layer. You can fully rip it off quick change style, and then you're good. You got nothing.
You know what? I can actually see what that being one of Nino's plans. I know you don't know who Nino is, but anyone who knows who Nino is, you can see that be one of his plans that he would come up with as part of the resistance. But anyway, that's we'll leave it at that. Yes, there's a resistance at one point. We'll that's season 5. That's for down the line. Anyway, we've been talking. Got people watching. It's actually not miraculous theory. Yeah, this is the part that I would cut out of an abridged version of Gacha review.
Yeah,
like I actually back when I used to record these videos and upload the edited versions. This would be the kind of thing that would be removed because it's live streams. This is staying in, but yeah.
But this is what makes Gacha review funny. Is when we tangent off like this.
That's also true. Yeah.
Guys, you might want to keep an eye on the Emily. She's acting very weird.
On the Emily.
And maybe Tim down
Yes.
too, I don't know.
This might be beneficial of finding out the killer of Bathroom Girl.
It might be.
I might have made things worse for me.
No, you got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, those two are the superheroes of the school, so yeah, that was probably a bad move on your part.
Jeff doing.
Nah, great move.
I
Great
can't
move.
believe I'm going to do this. I need someone to do the dog.
Again, same background, but also same character, still down bad. You know, I'm rooting for her. I've actually worked with the character to talk to Jeff at some point.
Pavlo experiment on me.
You want to be
why is everyone-
Pavloved?
Yeah. Also, hold on, wait. Who's gonna Pavlov experiment you? I missed that.
You can book people to Pavlov you?
I mean, I guess there's no reason you couldn't, but I mean, I don't know if the dog of Pavlov experiment would work if you are aware that it's happening. If it's all about behavioral conditioning, I think you have to kind of be like unaware that the conditioning is happening for it to be effective. But that's just me. I'm not a psychologist. Maybe you can be aware, but just give into it.
But
I don't
also,
know.
being able to book stuff like that and booking it is kinky as hell.
I suppose, but then again, with kinks, normally you're aware that something is happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
To do the dog of Pavlo experiment on me. Fuck, why is everyone booked? I have to get rid of feelings. They're gonna get
What's
me
that one,
distracted.
Blur?
Now that they're boys here, it'll ruin things. Fuck, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
Bearboy's
Yeah,
still here.
okay, ruin what things? Is he actively planning to continue killing people? I
He's got
mean,
a sniper trained on your position at all times, and he's just waiting.
yeah. Also, I like the idea that he's trying to Pavlov train himself to not have a crush, but he doesn't see any problem with his his murderous antics.
Here's what I think. He has mentally focused in so much that he's a killer that he does not see a world in which he can go back. So instead
Which would be
of
a great method would be a great excuse to use Pavlov conditioning then, so that he would see a world and actively live in it.
yeah, but at that point you wouldn't book it. They would just casually slide that in as the Pavlov dogging out your crush. They just sneak it in, and then we truly get Jeff the Miller.
That, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah. Someone else should arrange this appointment for him. Maybe a girl that's in love. Which, by the way, I've just realized the symbolism behind this. Like from the cinematography on this. Like look at this image here. She likes him in the middle, and he likes him in the right. They are literally forming a love triangle.
Look at the hatred in woman eyes.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The hatred would mean like the eyebrows would be like twisted a bit more. This is more of like this is more, I guess, sadness and or concern. That's what I'm getting from and blissful ignorance from Adam Cat, I suppose. But yeah, I do. I mean, as much as I don't like love triangles as a story trope, I like the symbolism of this exact setup.
Yeah.
Talking about seeing him really messes with my head.
What's up with him? Jeff, you okay?
Wait, wait, hold on. Wait a second. Oh, okay, fine. I was gonna say, was it Jeff and Adam just talking in the background of it? No, okay. Adam moved over and just talking to Orca Man. Yeah.
Jeff, you okay?
Yeah, just some stuff happening, that's all.
Congrats.
Remember, if you need
So
help
cool.
with anything, I'm here.
Thanks.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess I'm not going to get the not alone part. All right.
You are
Babe,
not
I'm
alone.
not alone, 'cause I'm here with you. Yeah.
Do you
anyway.
know
Oh,
what
I
others
had a completely different song in my head. I had the Michael Jackson one. You are not alone.
Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah. Speaking of not alone from the Star Kid roster, someone mentioned on chat yesterday that apparently Darren Criss. Oh wait, no. So it was in the comments section. I was looking at the comments yesterday. Darren Criss apparently sang that song for Obama's second inauguration. Which, I mean, yeah, fair. It's a nice song, but what is the relevance? Is the question. But,
Obama
I don't know.
really loves Star Kid. That's got to be the irrelevance, right?
Well, I mean, Starkid did make a character that was doing like his voice. Ironically enough, who wasn't the President Goodman, but it was whoever James Tolbert's character was. Who just doing like, now let me tell you this. So it seems like whatever is in charge of this is all. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably at the dorm.
That evening. Ooh, okay. Actual lighting effects. All right. Okay. There's no million of this adventure papers where eyes like pink or red. I mean, yes.
This is just an actual like Google image. This is just.
Yeah, with no short videos in this case. This is a later episode.
It's not a person. It's an actual like scientific thing.
Well, I mean, there can still be short videos of lack of layers and retinas. In fact, dare I say, if I were looking this up, I prefer the video to be nice and short to get it over with, so I would actually get an idea and be able to move on. I won't be staying on red eyes longer than I have to.
That's definitely not what happened to Jessy.
I don't think looking
At
through
least they
Google will
realized-
help us.
Yeah, what Jessy seems to have does not look natural.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
He's not.
Oh wait, hold on. Why is she wearing an eye patch to sleep? Is that
She got a sty probably. There's like a packet in there to help heal the sty.
okay? I mean, I'm guessing it's meant to be like toward the eyes. I mean, that eye was the one that stayed red. But A, she seemed to be unaware of it. B, you're asleep. You have your eyes closed. There's no point wearing a patch just to bed.
Hey, listen, somebody could always just go on like.
Yeah, well, guess what? Someone can also go like that.
Yeah, but you'll feel that before they get to see your eyes.
Oh, and you wouldn't feel this? You wouldn't feel this when you're asleep?
Yeah, but they would have seen your eyes by then. If you got the eye patch, that's one layer of protection. By the time you feel it come off, you'll wake up and be like, "Oh, hey, nah, super eye, go for that."
Well, I suppose if one is that paranoid.
I was talking to Jess.
Hey, you never know.
Why is Jessy wearing an eye patch? Did something happen?
Oh, hey, it's
After explaining what happened between Bear Boy and them. Yeah, she was
on
uninjured at that point. That doesn't explain anything. Except for, I guess, the whole red thing. But again, Jessy barely reacted to that. Like, she didn't say anything when someone said her eyes were red. And when she blinked, it seemed like everyone might imagine things, implying that the red eye was normal for her as well. Yeah. I don't follow any of that.
And now that nurse told Jessy to wear an eye patch.
What the heck?
Oh.
That's so weird. She didn't even know him and her red eye.
Jeff seemed like he knew him.
He did, didn't he? And he was with Jessy before us.
Also, apparently, about it, he said that Jesse's memory should have come back. So maybe he did, in fact, know Jessy, but Jessy does not remember. Because, lo and behold, Jeff is not like so magical that he restores memories by merely presenting himself.
Jeff
Who would have
will
thought?
never be the catalyst.
Jeff, you okay?
Yeah, just some stuff happening, that's all.
Well, it's time we went to bed.
Yeah, I think they went to bed.
Okay, there we go. You know what? Maybe I'm not rooting for this character anymore. Maybe not. Okay, I I take it back.
Waiting for a series villain.
You hold on. You waited like the main character murdered someone. Jeff the Killer exists. We've definitely got some villains in this already.
Hey, listen. In this world, everyone's a killer. Killer is not a villain. A villain, obviously, obsessive stalker. Obviously.
Well, yeah. As far as crimes go, I suppose this really is miraculous.
Oh, there's something doesn't come between you, me, us.
I guess this wasn't worth captioning. Okay, good luck. Good luck with that, people who are hard of hearing.
I still have no clue what they said.
Something about nothing coming between us, each other, basically. Yeah, like this.
It's the end. It's the end. It's the end.
I think Earth is a pretty great place that they up that through outer space. I think it suits me and just my style. I think I'm gonna stay a little while. I think strangers are just friends who haven't met. I'm breaking methods and admit break a sweat. I'm really thinking I can call this place home. There you go. Of all the voices I've ever done, that's the one that hurt my vocals, apparently.
We never expected Jacob hurt vocal cords.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens. Don't usually. It's not usually that immediate. Okay. All right. So that was a mistake. Not the video. I mean, me doing that. Yeah.
No. I swear I didn't mean the video. I swear.
Yeah, the video was I mean, again, mostly right aside from the confusing factor. Like, it had like a surprising cinematography moment there, which I'm 50% sure was an accident, but if it was either way, still fantastic. Like I said before, even if something wasn't intentional, the fact that it exists is still worth commenting on, because I mean, Aiden likes to say sometimes when I praise videos, but like, that was probably not deliberate. It's like, yeah, I know it probably wasn't, but you never know. We'll see. But yeah, I guess, I mean, shame about the character, I guess turning out to be a little bit too yandere. Then again, I guess maybe Jeff might be into that. Now I'm thinking about it, Jeff might be appreciative.
Jeff seems to be into everything.
Unless she kills Adam, in which case he wouldn't like that. But he would like the energy. He'd vibe with the energy at least.
Yeah. See, what feels weird is it feels like they're setting up a lot in this episode.
Yeah, I mean
a lot, because we got the whole eye stuff. We got now funny yandere, haha. We got my boy Bear Boy who just pulled up with a gun.
Yeah, this actually reminds me.
It's
see that this actually was something that was a concern of mine for Royale Fairy Academy, actually.
And the traumatized thing. That one. That too.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was talked about a little bit beforehand, because you've seen those two alpha boys battle them anyway. But yeah, but like what that's the thing. So it's usually a concern I have with Royale Fairy Academy, because that's obviously a series that is still actively in development, and it seems to consistently through every episode be setting more things up than it actually continues or resolves. And that's becoming an issue, because by this point, I think I've reviewed up to episode like 9 of Royale Fairy Academy. I think is the one that I'm on right now, and there are 11 episodes that are currently posted. I mean, obviously, we don't know how long that show is going to be, so it's kind of a bit difficult to say whether or not it's a 1-season deal, especially because of the production value of that and how long it takes to make it. There's a chance that it might be. Or if it's meant to be setting up, there's multiple seasons of it. We don't know. In the case of Bunny Wunny Tales, I believe that there are in fact 2 seasons. So them continuing to set stuff up. I mean, yeah. I know I haven't reviewed episode 11. I was saying what episode am I on? I'm saying there's 11 in total. I know that I've still got a couple to go, and I might do one in a couple of days. We'll see. We'll see.
Bro, Josh doesn't talk for like 40 minutes and then just comes in to correct Jacob, even though Josh moment.
Oh no, see, yeah, well, I mean, you weren't around for this, but we did nickname him Ben 10 Omnifacts at one point. He used to do that quite a lot. We're presenting. I mean, a lot of the time the facts were erroneous at first, but then he got better at it over time. But so yeah, he kind of he blossomed into the title. But yeah, in this case with Bunny Wunny Tales, 2 seasons worth of content. So there's still. I guess even with Fallen Angels, I know that Aiden was setting up, I guess, mechanics and some aspects of lore like very far into season 1. Especially when it came to presenting the antagonist, because there wasn't really one to begin with. I've got a record to say that I actually really liked that Fallen Angels didn't have an antagonist. Well, so it had an antagonist, but never a villain, let's say, at least to begin with, and then it kind of went a different direction, which still worked. But it's one of the things like, okay, well, I mean, it's not as subversive and refreshing as it once was. So, but yeah, like Aiden took his time over that, over the mechanics. He did say at one point that season 1 was meant to establish like most, if not all, of the lore and mechanics behind Angels. He then went on to develop more things. He had more ideas, but that's beside the point. That was the intention.
Never
so I get it on some level.
Never say you finish developing, because after you do that, you pretty much jinxed your brain into making you develop.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't say that. He said to me when we were writing the show. So I don't think he ever actually, or maybe he might have said that on Gacha review. Maybe when I brought it up and reiterated it and got his thoughts on the matter. Maybe that might have been the case. Either way, that's not necessarily a bad thing as of right now, because we know how much is yet to come, and these episodes were being released in such a manner that even the audience back when this started also were aware that this was something that would that would continue. So yeah, I mean, I guess all remains to be seen is what's going to come from this now. The one thing I'm it's a shame we didn't get more on is I guess ironically enough Tiffy and Jess, because obviously we had the side story of them traveling. We had episode 4 talking about why they traveled in the first place. I guess maybe now, considering the waking of the powers, because the way that Tiffy found Jess was also quite mysterious, and Tiffy using her powers again. So they have a little bit of stuff that came from that. But yeah, it seems like they might have to either disclose that or possibly work through a couple of things themselves, whether it's in private or potentially also with Ari and Sarah, because they're also there, and they don't know. They don't know as of yet what we, the audience, know. That's one thing that seems to be happening a lot in this. We're getting a lot of dramatic irony, and that's fine, because it seems like it's universal to the characters as a whole. It's not like one person is just giving that and then no one else does. We get stuff with Adam Cat. We have stuff with Tiffy and Jess, like I said. So it's just setting up the idea that we have all the cards and they have to piece some stuff together as time goes by, which is fine. It's different to having it be from the main character's POV and having them having to piece together at the same time as we do. I mean, I'm not saying one of them is either better or worse than the other, but it's just something that is worth pointing out as a difference. So yeah, with that in mind, I guess it's time to go for right now. We'll see what happens from here. I mean, I'll say this. I'm more curious, how things are going to resolve by the more things I do of this. However, tomorrow it will actually be a week since we've reviewed the last episode of Falling Out with My Best Friend. So then we'll be all caught up with that particular series, and have one more video from the other bunny-based YouTuber that we talk about on this channel. So hopefully you'll stick around for that, because that show is just amazing and wholesome. Unless it drops the quality in episode 3, but I don't think it will. Yeah. But either way, let's see what happens tomorrow. So for now, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And subscribe done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.